Now let's hop right over to the phones, because waiting for us on the other end of that phone line is our good friend, the director of the Rockford Regional Office of the Better Business Bureau. It's Dennis Horton. Dennis, good morning.
Good morning, Riley. How are you?
I'm terrific. How's everything going with you?
Well, pretty good. I'm visiting a friend of ours down in Key West right now.
Excellent. Please pass along my best regards to that mutual friend of ours. Haven't seen him in a very long time, and he's a great guy.
Yeah, I'll say hi for you.
In the meanwhile, let's see if we can't save people time, trouble, money, heartache, anger, and all that. What has the phones ringing?
You know, Riley, there are so many. The list is long. The number one, and Dwayne described it as the Amazon package scam on steroids.
Okay.
He said the number of calls it's just been exponentially increasing with the Amazon package scams. And the most important thing that we need to remember here is first, what if you get one of those packages, what this may mean for you is that your name, your shipping address, and possibly your phone number has been compromised. And the second, even more concerning, what happens if a phantom seller ships contraband to your house? You could find yourself charged with possession of illegal drugs or contraband weapons, or instead of the shipper. So, if you receive one of these packages, the best thing to do is to notify Amazon immediately, and they will guide you as to what to do with it. Because you don't know what's really actually in the package, don't open it until you contacted Amazon.
We've heard so many tales, probably the most famous of the last few months are the seeds that have been showing up at people's houses. What are these seeds? They came from China. They came from Eastern Europe. What are we supposed to do with these? Articles galore printed about those, but people are getting other things too.
Yes, they are. I was talking with a friend who just recently got the seeds. She called to tell me and asked me what to do with them. The same thing applies. If you receive those package of seeds, you should contact the Illinois Department of Agriculture, and they will guide you as to how to dispose of them. Because not knowing exactly what those seeds are, they could be a plant that is invasive for our area, and we don't want that to proliferate.
But mostly those things are coming because of, what do they call it? Brushing? Is that what it is?
That's what it's called, brushing. The brushing scam, as we talked about it, began we first heard about it about the 1st of August. It's just, it has not died down at all. And we can look forward to it continuing.
All right, so be very careful about what shows up that you didn't order. And if you're wondering what to do, make contact with Amazon first off and foremost.
Exactly. And then also another one of those calls that has the phones ringing, both ours and people at home, text scams are back. One person called me and said that they had been receiving between 5 and 15 calls a day with the claim that their computer has been identified as having a virus. And this is really, these calls really are being driven because kids are going back to school, and they're doing so virtually. There are many of us who are continuing to work from home. Scammers know this. With us not all being so tech savvy, they figure they can talk us into giving them our credit card numbers, and they can help us fix our problem. If you think that you have a problem with your computer, take it to, I don't want to use a name, but the person who can fix your computer in town, before you let someone who you don't know have access to your computer, and with the claim that they are going to fix the problem, and in the process also charge your credit card up to, very often, about $450. So,
ouch.
Yeah, it's the money that people are being ripped off from, and the other thing is that while you have given access to your computer to someone who you don't know, they may be, in fact, downloading malware onto your computer that can track every single keystroke you make, find all of your financial information, and then you're really in trouble.
Yeah, and you're letting somebody do this remotely, so you have no idea where on earth, literally, that they are and what exactly they're doing other than what they tell you they're doing.
Exactly. And that is the problem. Following those same lines, Dwayne reports that robocalls from the 855 area code, for some reason, is that area code that keeps showing up. And most likely, we know that these are computer-generated phone numbers that are being used. So being able to track that phone number is pretty difficult. But the calls are being made to homes with people, the scammers claiming your company's computer system has been breached and that fraud has been committed. This is strictly an effort to get you to provide them with information, personal information. When they tell you it's your company and you say to them, well, I'm not a company. Oh, we're sorry. But what we have here is information that your computer systems have been breached. It's the same thing as a text scam, but they're coming with robocalls, constant robocalls. So if you get a robocall from 855 and the person claims to be checking to make sure that your company's computer systems have not been breached, you know that it's a scam.
Okay, yeah, keep that area code in mind. And yeah, we were talking about this the other day. I pulled my phone out, and I think it was 3-4 days ago. I was on the receiving end of 12 robocalls over the course of one day. I average out now at about 3 to 4.
You know that it is. I remain surprised at the fact that these continue, the robocalls, even with technology today, and the phone companies having made available blocking technology for us to use. The scammers are finding their way around it. We knew it would happen, and now it is simply coming to fruition with the number of calls that people are complaining about.
Yeah, and with so many coming in, you guys out there, and you start getting them. Just remember the area code that Dennis gave you on the 855 and others. If you don't know who it is, let them leave you a message. If it's somebody really important, then you'll be right there to grab your message and call them back. Otherwise, in a lot of these cases, they don't leave you anything, or you'll catch a recording where they're telling you a warrant has been issued for your arrest, or your Social Security number has been suspended, and all that. None of those things are real.
That is so true. And along with that, the identity theft calls have increased. The Social Security Administration calls with the claim that your number has been compromised, just as you just said. None of that is true. But those calls have increased again. I mean, it is because people still are, quite a few of us, are still working from home. And scammers know this, and they can reach us more readily, and they are doing so.
Yep, so be very, very careful of that. Next, we look at the social media scams.
Yeah, you know, Wiley, on Facebook, I remember, and this was probably a year and a half ago, popping up on my Facebook page was an ad from Aldi that I could receive $50 in free groceries. And I know this is a scam, but I did it just to find out what would happen. I also said that online, and people told me I was stupid, and I had to explain why I did it. You better to know what happens when you act on one of these scams.
Sure.
So that I'm aware of what to do. But now those scams are no longer just about the coupons for $50 in free groceries. What they're claiming that they're doing now, and they're using top name retailers like Walmart and Target, offering help for people in financial difficulties because of the COVID pandemic. And if you are one of those people and you see that they are offering coupons and grants and even direct food supplies, and then they ask you to share this information with other people who may be in dire straits as well, they're really just simply, as previously, trying to get your personal information, even though they're asking you or telling you that they're going to provide you with grants, money, or coupons, or direct food. They really want to get at your financial information, personal information, so that you will then end up being a victim of identity theft as well.
And what makes this just so dirty and creepy is, they find people who really are hurting or are in desperate straits, and they dangle this carrot in front of you, seeming to be all altruistic about things when that isn't what they're about at all.
That's it exactly, and that's the whole thing, right? We talk about it all the time. Scammers are so insidious. There is no empathy for people. It is all about the bottom line for them. Scamming is big business. As we have said, it is a multi-billion-dollar industry across the world. And we work very hard, and with your help, we try to keep people informed about what's happening. Scammers always seem to be able to stay one step ahead. Law enforcement works diligently at trying to catch them. I'm, very happy to report sometimes that they've been able to track and find people who have perpetuated scams, romance scams, and pet scams. They find them, arrest them, and put them in prison. Yet we still, because it works, the scammers work, and it's their job and their profession, they're going to keep at it.
Yep, and like you said, they as soon as a roadblock is thrown up in front of them, they find a way to go over it, under it, around it, or come up with a whole different way to circumvent the whole process.
That's exactly right.
So watch yourself there.
One other thing I wanted to mention today is that every year we do our Torch Awards, and it's now time to nominate people for our 2020 Torch Awards, to nominate businesses who do things the right way, who have good business practices, who respond to issues that their customers may have. And additionally, this year we've added 2 new categories to our Torch Awards, one for a minority business owner, and also a women's owned businesses category. So the website goes up today. BBB.org. Click on the Rockford link, and I hope that there are lots of people out there who find that they're doing business with very legitimate and good business people. There are hundreds, thousands of people in our area, Rockford, Belvedere, Loves Park, Freeport, DeKalb, who are doing business the right way, who treat their customers well, and should be recognized for how they do business in the marketplace.
Absolutely. And especially given the times that we're in, and, as you reflect on who you might wish to nominate for a Torch Award, you look back over the past few months at everything we've been through, and for people to stick out in your mind of really doing things the right way when things were at their toughest, they deserve an extra pat on the back for this.
Exactly, and especially when you consider how many of them have had to pivot during this COVID pandemic. They deserve recognition.
So you go to the BBB's website, you click on the Rockford one, Torch Awards, and then you can do all the nominating right there?
You can do all the nominating. You fill out the form. It's very easy. And in fact, it doesn't have to be an individual. A business can nominate themselves. And sometimes you need to pat yourself on the back. If you work really hard to do business and treat your customers well, you deserve recognition that you feel is due. And we recognize that, and we hope that you will nominate yourself.
And, and let's be honest about another piece of this. This is wonderful advertising for your company where you can say, look, we are a Torch Award winner. Do you know what that means? It means we do things the right way.
And that's what we want to see in the marketplace every day.
So, yeah, get online and get the nominations in, even if it's for your own company. But, let people know who's doing the right thing, because we always shine the spotlight, or try to, on those who are doing it wrong. It's equally important to recognize and pay tribute to the ones who are doing business the right way. What's the number for people, Dennis, who would like to get in touch and have any questions or comments about things that you've brought up to us?
You can give us a call at area code 815-963-2222.
Enlightening as always. Dwayne is standing by, ready to take your call, and his hand is poised over the phone even as we speak. Dennis, we appreciate the report this morning. Enjoy the rest of the time off. We'll look forward to our next get together.
Yes, Larry, and thank you.